Hello guys, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. Thanks a lot for all the lovely suggestions and feedback that I received from you on the video named Azure Data Studio. In the coming times, I'll definitely be incorporating that feedback and suggestions in all the videos that I'll prepare. This video is specially for Microsoft Azure getting started. A lot of people have asked me to prepare a video where we can see how to set up a Microsoft account or use an existing account to get started with Azure Portal and even to add up a subscription. There are multiple subscriptions that you can add up, which may be free, which may be paid, but they all depend upon what kind of requirements you have. So just keep along with this video to see how to set up your account and use that on Azure Portal and to start adding up a subscription within that portal. Thank you. In order to start working with the Azure Portal, we can choose any browser. I'm using a Google Chrome browser. So you can just start typing in portal.azure.com. This is a kind of a web interface that's primarily used to work with Azure Portal. Once we click on this link, it is going to ask you for an account that you can use to identify or to log in into the Azure Portal, and then you can also associate a subscription to it. So let's say I have an existing account which I'm gonna use. It's a Hotmail account, and let me try to log in into that. So once you sign in, this would be moving you into the actual portal. You can see this is like some kind of Azure advisor recommendations for you. You can see these free recommendations. They may be based upon like what kind of resources you can add up. You can use some kind of resource monitors or activity monitors or something like that. The very foremost thing what we are going to do is to create a subscription. In order to work with the Azure Portal, you need some kind of a subscription. That's very essential for working with any kind of a cloud computing. The subscriptions can be either free or either paid or either some kind of trial purposes. So if you can see, because I'm in the Canadian region, it's giving me start with an Azure free trial, which gives me $200 free credit toward Azure product and services, plus 12 months of popular free services. This $200 free credit is primarily sufficient for getting yourself started on Azure with different services. What you want to try, whether you want to try an app service, you want to try some kind of a container services or any other services. This would be based upon different regions, and the currency would be different upon the region what you are based upon. Because you don't have right now any subscription into that, like you can create those virtual machines, app services, storage accounts. The first thing is, firstly you need to create a subscription over here, and we need to tie up with this account. So once I click onto the subscriptions, you'll see I don't have a subscription attached to this account. One account can have many subscriptions. For example, an organization can take a subscription which is purely meant for development purposes. Another subscription can be there which can purely be meant for, let's say, financial department. Another subscription can be there which is purely meant for let's say, infrastructure department. So this way I can be attached to multiple subscriptions to really work with Azure, but at least you'll be needing one service or one subscription per account so that I can really start working with that. In order to add a subscription, we just click and add over here, and it would bring up some kind of a subscription, like the initial information. Uh, Here you are being offered different services. If you see, I'm offered being a free trial, pay as you go, a developer support, a professional direct support, or a standard support. Pay as you go is one thing which people would like to go in for after the free trial, because you just want to pay as you go and start using services. So you don't want to have a kind of a commitment, kind of a monthly commitment where you are saying, okay, I'm going to pay an X amount to use Microsoft Azure. Rather, whatever the services you use and whatever the charges are billed upon, you exactly start paying for that. Free trial is a full access to the services which you would be using. So if you click on that, it's exactly giving you $200 credit in my region to really start off with that, and I can start using those services. As I use those services, whatever the charges are incurred, they would be deducted from the initial $200 credit. And once the 1 month or $200, whichever is wiped out, the first one, then you would have to move on to a kind of a paid subscription. And the immediate one which you can select is the pay as you go. So in order to start off this subscription, you have to add on certain information like about you, first name, last name, email address, phone number. Then you need to do an identity verification by the phone or identity verification by the card, and you have to accept the agreement. Once you give the verification by your credit card or your debit card, it doesn't get charged till you are exhausted with your $200 credit, initial credit. Once it is being exhausted, then they would use that credit card to convert your subscription to a pay as you go, or whatever you instruct them to move your subscription into that. So in order to really, if you are a starter kind of a person, you are just starting for Azure and trying to move along and learn how Azure work, how cloud computing can provide you different services, probably this is the best and the free way of getting started and putting up services or trying different services on Azure. I hope this would help you to really get started. Once you complete all the verifications over here, you do identity verification by phone, by card, and you accept to the agreement, you are given a subscription which is primarily a free subscription of initial $200 credit for you. You can start creating services using Azure, and you'll be getting that subscription attached to your account. Of course, you can have another subscription. For example, your organization is paying for you, or some another subscription which they have bought, so you can also be a part of that subscription. So it means one account can have multiple subscriptions attached to it, and every subscription has its own purpose for which the organization is noting down. I hope this video helps you to really start off with this Azure starting on the portal with the free subscription, and I hope to see you start developing and start utilizing Azure services. Hope to see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for joining me in this video. Have a good day.